touched on this previously, where we said that there's been reports that Trump is planning to sign executive orders on the first day, on the 20th of January, Monday, when his inauguration will take place. And when we reported this first, it was more revolving around the accounting standards and the policy that we discussed on the show quite often, that crypto is reported as a liability. However, there's been a couple of updates to this from various media companies, Bloomberg, New York Times, both of them, as you mentioned, reported on that, saying that, first of all, Trump is reportedly expected to sign an executive order designating crypto as a national priority, and that could come as early as January 20th, Monday, his inauguration date. Also, Bloomberg reported that the order would mean that regulatory agencies would be guided to work with the industry, and yet again mentioning the Crypto Council, which Trump wishes to put in place, which we also had talked about on the show. And similarly, New York Times has reported the day before that crypto executives have offered input to Trump's crypto czar, which is David Sachs, on what ought to be covered as part of the crypto policy and the executive order, or probably the executive orders that will revolve around that. And that, again, is super significant from the standpoint that we kind of had this skepticism where Trump is going to take his presidency, with some people saying there's no way that the strategic Bitcoin reserve will be set up within the first 100 days, and that the expectations are way too high. But it seems that we are seeing this very bullish trajectory of having executive orders being signed from day one on. On the flip side, playing devil's advocate here, that yet creates another extra layer of expectations and pressure, because people now expect immediate action to be taken from day one. And if those executive orders fall short of what the market is expecting to be covered as a part of those, then obviously the market will be disappointed and react accordingly. So yet again, it's only 3 days away. We'll definitely be reporting on what will go on in the first days and weeks of Trump's second presidency, but that is the current status on what we know about the executive orders.
I like it. I just want to come in on that. I'd be curious to go to Funky as well on this, to get his insight on anything he's hearing on the ground, to the extent that there's like additional info. Because to be honest, when I'm reading the reports, I think there's a lot of nothing in this. Like, I don't think anyone is reporting anything concretely. So for example, I'm looking at the Cointelegraph report, where they're saying that Bloomberg reported on January 17th, citing people familiar with the plans, that the order would mean regulatory agencies would be guided to work with the industry. Like, that's not the same as saying that there's going to be an order like to buy Bitcoin. That's not the same as saying that there's going to be an order to hold Bitcoin. That's more like maybe some type of official, trying to make official the strategic importance of the industry and therefore providing guidance. But like, ultimately, I don't think that's anything concrete. And then as I'm scrolling through those articles, I can't necessarily see anything that is. So I think this happens sometimes in crypto, where people say, that there's news in the vicinity of something that they want to happen, and people kind of make the leap in the reporting of it that it is actually the thing that is happening, rather than maybe something a couple of notches away from that. Look, it could happen in the sense that like it could be super bullish and this could be on its way, but I'm just saying I don't think what has been said in the reports mean what people are interpreting at this point in time.